Good morning, students. Welcome back to your English grammar class today. I am your Shanghita ma'am, and today I'll be explaining you some of the examples from the future tense. So in the previous classes we have learnt about the future tense. Now in this class today we will discuss some examples. So look at the first example. From the simple future tense we will be explaining, we will be discussing the examples. Look at the first example. I shall sing in the program. So I, this is the first person singular number. As I have already mentioned to you that after first person we write shall. So that is why here shall is written. After that the present form of the main verb. Sing is the present form of the main verb. It is the present form. After that the rest of the sentence at the end full stop because it is an assertive sentence. Okay, again I am telling. I is first person singular number. It is written in first person. After that here I have written shall. Why? Because we are discussing about future tense. Okay, so shall. After that the present form of the main verb or the base form of the main verb. Okay, so sing. Okay, you cannot write sang, you have to write sing. After that the rest of the sentence and then full stop because it is an example of assertive sentence. Okay students, next come to the next example. We shall write a poem very soon or soon. Okay, we, it is also first person but it is in plural number. As I have already mentioned to you in the earlier lesson that after shall or after I or we usually use shall. So that is why we shall write. We is the subject, shall it is the auxiliary verb in future tense. After that the present form of the main verb, write, then the rest of the sentence or the object. Okay, again I am telling this is the first person in plural number, that is the subject. After that shall, okay, because it is first person, so that is why shall. After that the present form of the main verb, then the rest of the sentence. Okay, this is an example of assertive sentence. Now come to the third sentence. You will shop at that market. You is the second person. So after second person we have to use will. So this is the subject, you, it is the subject, second person. After that will. After that the verb, the present form of the main verb, shop. After that the rest of the sentence and then full stop. It is an example of assertive sentence in simple future tense. Now come to fourth sentence. He will travel around the world. He will. He, it is the third person singular number. He, she, it, they, these are third person. Okay, he is third person singular number. So that is why after he I have written will, then the present form of the main verb, that is travel. After that the rest of the sentence, around the world. Okay, so he will travel around the world. This is an example of simple future tense. Now come to the fifth sentence. Bob will not go to the library tomorrow. Bob will not go. So here Bob, it is third person singular number. Third person refers to the any name. So here Bob is the name of a person. So after that will I have written over here. After that not, because this is an example of negative sentence. Okay, after that the present form of the main verb, that is go. After that the rest of the sentence. Again I am telling Bob is the third person. After that after the third person we will write will. After that not. After that go. Go is the present form of the main verb, then the rest of the sentence. This is an example of negative sentence in simple future tense. Now come to 6 number example. They will not play football. They will not. They. It is also third person, but in plural number. Singular or plural, that doesn't matter. You have to write shall or will accordingly. Okay. So they will. After they, after third person, I have written will. After that, not. Then the present form of the main verb play. Then football. The rest of the sentence or the object. Now come to the 7th example. She will not write articles on different topics. She. It is also third person. Singular number. So that is why I have written over here will. After third person we have to write will. So will. After that not. After that the present form of the main verb. You cannot write wrote or writing. Okay. Write. After that the rest of the sentence. Articles on different topics. It is the rest of the sentence or object that I have written over here. Okay. So she will not write articles. This is an example of negative sentence. Why negative? Because not. I have used here not. So that is why this is an example of negative sentence in simple future tense. Now come to 8th example. Will the poet write a poem? So at the end of the sentence the question mark is there. This is an example of interrogative sentence because the question mark is there and the sentence starts with the auxiliary verb. What is the auxiliary verb over here? Will. Because we are talking about future tense. So that is why will. The poet is the subject. Remember students, I have already mentioned to you that after the auxiliary verb, after the to be verb, we have to write the subject in interrogative sentences. Okay, so that is why will. After that the subject is the poet. After that the present form of the main verb. Then the rest of the sentence. After that question mark. So at first we will write will. Then the subject. Then the present form of the main verb. Then the rest of the sentence. And at the end question mark. Because this is an example of interrogative sentence in simple future tense. Now come to the next example. Number 9. Will you allow me to help you? Will you allow me? Will. Same. Here I have started the sentence with will as because this is an interrogative sentence. Will. After that the second person I have written. The second person. So second person, in place of second person also we have to use will. So that is why will. Will you allow? Allow is the main verb, present form of the main verb, me to help you. Then the rest of the sentence. At the end the question mark. So what is the rule? At first you have to write shall or will. Then the subject. Then the present form of the main verb. Then the rest of the sentence. Then the question mark. Okay. Now come to the 10th example. Shall I join you for the party? For the birthday party? Question mark. Okay, here I is the subject. So that is why I have used here shall. Okay, so shall I join? Shall is the to be form or the auxiliary verb. Okay, after that I, the subject. Then the present form of the main verb. Then the object. At the end question mark. Because this is an example of interrogative sentence in simple future tense. Okay. So I hope that the examples of simple future tense are quite clear to all of you. Now students, let me discuss some of the examples from future continuous tense. Number 1. I shall be looking after my son. So what is the rule? Let me first tell you about the rule. At first you have to write the subject, then shall or will. After that be, then the present form of the main verb, then ing, then the rest of the sentence. Okay? For the assertive sentence and for the assertive sentence you have to write in this way. Okay? Look at the example number 1. I shall be looking after my son. I. It is first person. Okay? So that is why after that shall I have written. Then be. Okay? After that the present form of the main verb look. Then ing. then the rest of the sentence. I shall be looking after my son. This is an example of future continuous tense. Number 2. We shall be shopping in the market. Here we, it is a subject. It is first person but in plural number. After that, shall I have written. Then be. Then the present form of the main verb shop. Then I have added ing, shopping. Then the rest of the sentence. Then full stop, because it is an example of assertive sentence. We shall be shopping in the market. Now come to the third example. You will be reading books. You is the second person. After that, after the second person, we have to write will. So I have written here will. Then be. After that, the present form of the main verb read. Then ing, reading books, full stop. You will be reading books. Okay? So this is an example of future continuous tense in assertive sentence. Now come to the next sentence. Number 4. They will be playing hockey. Here they, it is third person, plural number. So that is why after the third person I told you that you have to write will. So I have written here will. After that be, then the present form of the main verb play, then ing, then the rest of the sentence, hockey. They will be playing hockey. Okay, this is an example of future continuous tense. Now come to the fifth example. I shall not be washing your clothes. Here not is written. That means you already come to know that this is an example of negative sentence. I, it is the first person. After first person we have to write shall. So that is why in traditional sense we have to write shall. So that is why I shall. After that not, because it is an example of negative sentence. I shall not be washing your clothes. After shall, then comes not, then be, then the present form of the main verb wash, then ing, then the rest of the sentence. So here you can see I shall not be washing your clothes. This is an example of future continuous tense in negative sentence. Now come to the sixth example. We shall not be enjoying without you. We, it is the first person, plural number. So after that I have written the future tense. The auxiliary verb that I have used here is shall. Then not, because it is negative sentence. Then be. Then the present form of the main verb enjoy. Then ing, enjoying. Then the rest of the sentence. So this is the example of future continuous tense in negative sentence. We shall not be enjoying without you. Now come to the seventh example. She will not be feeling well due to her illness. So she, it is a third person, singular number. After that, the auxiliary verb that I have used here, will. After that, not. Then be. Then the present form of the main verb plus ing, then the object. Okay, so she will not be feeling well due to her illness. This is an example of future continuous tense in negative sentence. She is the, it is the third person, singular number. After that I have used will, then not, then be, then the verb plus ing, then the rest of the sentence. Now come to the eighth example. Will you be attending the program? Question mark, because it is an example of interrogative sentence. So I have started the sentence with will, because this is the subject. Subject is you. So that is why I cannot write shall. So will you. After that be. Then the present tense of the main verb. Then the ing. Then the rest of the sentence. At the end, the question mark. Will you be attending the program? So what is the rule? At first you have to write shall or will. Then the subject. then be, then the main verb, the present form of the main verb, then ing, then the rest of the sentence, and then the question mark. Now come to number 9. Will it be raining tomorrow? Will. At first we have to write will. Then it. It means third person singular number. Will it. After that be. Next the present form of the main verb rain. Then ing. Then the rest of the sentence, and at the end the question mark. This is an example of future continuous tense in interrogative sentence. Now come to the last sentence. Number 10. Will she be meeting you? Here will is the auxiliary verb because we are talking about the future tense. So that is why will is the auxiliary verb. After that she is a third form of the third person. It is written in third person singular number. This is a subject. After that be, then the present form of the main verb, that is meet. After that the ing, then the rest of the sentence, and at the end the question mark is there. So will she be meeting you? This is an example of future continuous tense in interrogative sentence.